NCB ATM stolen, 11 fishermen missing, severe flooding at Spanish Town Hospital, residents disarm gunman. This is Undiluted News, Mikey Bones reporting. A high-level investigation has been launched by National Commercial Bank and other affiliated organizations into Saturday's theft of one of the bank's automated banking machines in Longville Park in Clarendon. Before Hurricane Beryl, the ABM was boarded up, but afterwards it was vandalized and an undisclosed amount of money was removed. Dane Nicholson, head of fraud prevention at NCB, confirmed that the machine's vault was discovered in the nearby community of Sandy Bay. Meanwhile, a search and rescue operation is underway to find 11 fishermen who have been reported missing since last Tuesday. The Maritime Air and Cyber Command of the Jamaica Defense Force is conducting the operation. The JDF is reporting that the fishermen left the Cow Bay area in St. Andrew for the Morant case in 3 canoe-type vessels on Saturday, June 29, and were expected to return on Tuesday. When the vessels and fishermen failed to arrive and efforts to reach them proved futile, the JDF was contacted Thursday to begin search and rescue operations. In a release on Friday afternoon, the JDF said all search and rescue assets are back to full operation status following the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The Army has deployed a helicopter from the JDF Air Wing and its offshore patrol vessels from the JDF Coast Guard as part of efforts to locate the missing fishermen. The missing fishers' vessels are named Blessing, Praia Warrior, and Praia Warrior 2. Well, with the battering that St. Mary took from the hurricane, Mayor of Port Maria said the city was actually saved because of the massive cleaning of drains preventing significant damage to infrastructure. He said the most damage is from fallen trees and land slippage. He said thanks to the team at the Municipal Corporation, the Roads and Works Department, who supervised a really effective drain cleaning project from the end of May coming up into June and in anticipation of the hurricane season. Meanwhile, Mr. Wilson said the approximately 160 residents who sought refuge at 19 shelters have now returned home and the shelters have been closed. He also added that the infirmaries are intact with all residents accounted for. A high-powered weapon along with several rounds of ammunition was seized Friday afternoon during a targeted operation in Lower Happy Grove in St. Andrew. The police said an M16 rifle with a magazine containing 13 cartridges was seized. Reports from the Red Hills Police are that about 1:30 p.m., a team of officers carried out a targeted search operation at a dwelling and firearm and ammunition was found. And after the search, the police conducted another search and a Taurus pistol was found on the dresser. Detective Inspector Colin Berger, station commander at the Red Hills Police Station, said a suspect was taken into custody in relation to this seizure. The Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERHA, said that the Spanish Town Hospital is now operating under an emergency mode due to severe flooding in the Accident and Emergency Department. According to Ariel Green, Regional Director of SERHA, the A&E department was flooded as a result of severe runoff from Burke Road due to the heavy rainfall in the parish. Hospital staff has since temporarily relocated its patients to other wards. The management of SERHA has since asked for the public's patience and cooperation while it works to alleviate that situation. An elderly woman from St. James is said to have drowned after she was reportedly swept away by floodwaters resulting from the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The deceased has been identified as Isilda James of a Dumfries address in the parish. James went missing on Wednesday and her partially decomposed body was found floating in a pond in her community on Saturday afternoon. And she makes number 4 of persons reportedly killed by Hurricane Beryl in Jamaica. Residents in Mount Peace in Hanover reportedly stopped an altercation from turning deadly when they disarmed a gunman in the community on Saturday. According to police reports, at about 10 a.m., 3 men approached another man with whom they had a prior dispute, and it's alleged that one of the suspects brandished a firearm and threatened the victim when residents in the vicinity saw what was happening and intervened. They managed to successfully disarm the assailant. The 3 suspects then reportedly fled the scene, prompting the residents to contact the police, and the firearm was subsequently handed over to them. The men are now on the run and are being sought by the Hanover police. Under sports, Brazil got knocked out of COPA after losing in a penalty shootout to Uruguay after both teams played out a 0-0 draw. Brazil actually tried to play some football, but Uruguay did not give them any chance as Uruguay was playing a game of rugby, kicking, grabbing, doing everything to prevent Brazil from settling to play their usual game. The referee did not seem to mind as with all the dirty play which started from the beginning of the game, he only gave one yellow card almost at the end of the first half. The dirty play continued into the second half, resulting in one of the Uruguay players getting a red card. Finally, however, full time ended 0-0 and Uruguay scored 4 goals from penalty to Brazil 2. And in the first game, Colombia massacred Panama 5-0 in 90 minutes of football. While on Friday, Argentina in a penalty shootout beat Ecuador 4-2, while in another penalty shootout, Canada outshoot Venezuela 4-3. So now in the semifinals tomorrow, Canada will face Argentina, while Uruguay will clash with Colombia. Winner stays, lose, and you go home. In Euro Championship, only 4 teams are left as well. England beat Switzerland 5-3 in penalty shootout after both teams ended 1-1. Netherlands came from behind to beat Turkey 2-1, and on Friday, Spain edged Germany 2-1, while penalty decided the game between France and Portugal. And in shootout, France won 5-3. Tomorrow we will see France face Spain and Netherlands will face England. And this is also win and stay, lose and you go home. And don't forget that the best news and sports takes place on this station. If you missed the news, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News. Listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep us going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.